Hello, beautifuls. My name is Quavia. I'm the creator of JuJu Thyme. I'm an oracle, a mystic, and an Afro-Indigenous witch. In this video, we're going to be asking our spirits that come through of what of psychic protection, right? What is the energy that needs to be protected during this time, and any other messages that may come through. We have here pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I will be shuffling some extra cards during these piles as well for some instructions of how to go about this protection. And so the descriptions of each of those piles will be down below. With each pile, I will also be doing a bone reading as well for those other messages also. So definitely take a second to tap into your higher self, tap and lean into your spiritual ear, so that way you can hear the message that your spirit wants you to hear. Okay, so yeah, the timestamps will be down below, and I will see you at your piles. Hello, my pile 1. So before we flip over your cards here, we're going to be taking a look at the messages that Spirit wants to pass along in regards to psychic protection. Okay? Let's get started. Okay. Alrighty. So definitely ancestors are coming through. There does seem to be interesting. There definitely seems to be some kind of blockage when it comes to, or not even a blockage. It's not what I'm sensing. It's more of there's an understanding of a desire I'm feeling of wanting to be close to your ancestors, right? Of wanting to learn more about the gifts that you have inherited. I do see that there is an openness when it comes to you wiping the slate clean, right? Really setting right some of these learned behaviors or learned aspects of yourselves that you have realized is not truly who you are, right? But the question then becomes of, okay, well, how does this bring me closer to understanding my gifts, and more importantly, the message that's coming through is the gifts that you have inherited, right? So what I'm getting a lot with you, my pile 1s, is that the beauty that your ancestors have come through with this message when it comes to your protection, your psychic protection, your shield, the thing that is protecting you is this fact of this confusion that you may sense that you have, right? Or well, it's not that you sense that you have it, because I feel you truly feel this, but that is a gift. There's a lot of unearthing that is needing to be done, and your ancestors are definitely a lot more closer than you may even just realize. And a part of this is because of how open, right? The more that you remain open, the more that you sort of allow yourself how can I say it? It's giving me the sense of like this liberator aspect, right? You having this clean slate is the slate that you need for you to condition yourself the way that you came on this earth to naturally be. And that in itself will be a very big protection for you. Your ancestors are definitely there to help. Yeah, to help give you the space, right? This is the gift that you've been given. This is one of the gifts that you've been given, right? There is a sense of being like this liberator. This liberator kind of feeling, right? Definitely leadership. Yeah, I heard not the sheep, right? So you're not meant to follow the sheep. So this is why, like, I'm definitely getting I'm getting a view as well now of, like, for example, you may be wanting some advice on how to better protect yourself or how to be better prepared, how to protect your energy and stuff like that. So I'm getting this view of you reading books or following people, you know, just to learn, right? But it feels as though nothing is sticking. Nothing is sticking because you're meant to learn the knowledge, absorb the knowledge, but then translate it to your own encryption, your own understanding, right? That's the blank slate. And that in itself, you creating this, your own encryption, right? Your own language, you know, per se. This in itself is your protection. This in itself will allow you to unearth some deep truths within yourself, but also unearth and really tap into your innate abilities. And also, it really helps protect your energy because you're learning about your energy. There's a sense of you learning about your energy. This is a lot of responsibility. This is a lot of responsibility. I'm getting a sense of like being told what to do, always being told what to do. And so now having, you know, this kind of freedom can be a bit intimidating. It can be a bit confusing when you're not being told what to do, but saying, hey, you drive and we will handle the rest, sort of sensation that I'm feeling. It's quite beautiful. So we're going to look at some instructions, some inner work, outer work, and some other messages. And I'm also going to be pulling some more cards as well, just for some added, you know, information that may come through. So inner work, let's see, we have inner work, outer. We'll first deal with these two first. Okay, so for the inner work here, we have the 5 of Spades. Okay. Okay. So a part of the inner work that needs to be, I'm definitely get a sense, you didn't see me, but I had to put my hand over my heart for a second because this infighting, right? There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of back and forth mentally. There's a lot of back and forth emotionally that I'm sensing. And this is a war that there needs to be like a treaty signed up. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a sense of like 2 sides coming together within you and sort of just like laying out some boundaries, laying out some ground rules or something. And actually, you know what I'm being reminded of right now? I was just on Instagram a few moments before this reading, and it was, oh, I don't think I can. There's a quote that someone said, and more or less it was talking about like if it's out of your control, like if it's out of your hands, you should give it rest out of your mind as well. Okay, so a part of this protection, this inner protection, this energetic protection that that you need to be definitely adhering to, at least, is you, if you're busy fighting yourself, right, you're not really paying attention to the things that are around you. Okay, so this is where that treaty aspect comes in at. The outer work is the Jack of Hearts. So some outer work. Okay, some outer work is definitely not worrying about, okay, if there's a sense of my pile ones of you wanting to please people, right? So there's like this people pleasing, or at least being like you're in recovery of being this people pleaser, right? But this is definitely telling you, Spirit is coming through to tell you not to worry about the people that may look at you funny because they're doing it differently. You're not a sheep. My pile ones, you're not a sheep. You're not meant to follow the crowd, and that's okay. You're not meant to be normal. It's like, that's another thing I heard, but it's just in the sense of like not meant to be normal, just in the sense that you're meant to shine. You're meant to shine. You're meant to go your own way. That leadership, right? Yes. So there's no need to worry about those naysayers, those that will tell you that you're doing it wrong, or anything like that, because that's not up to them to determine if you're doing it wrong or not. What you're doing is carving out a new path, right? You're carving out a new path that is connected to. It's connected to who you are. Yeah, it's connected to who you are. So this card here is some other messages, some energies that may be hindering or assisting you with this inner work, outer work transition. And we have here, okay, the 5 of Clubs. Okay. So we do have some... we do have some hindrance happening of, let's say, of like avoiding, the sense of avoiding or not being ready to deal with. I'm getting a sense, it's not that you're avoiding, perhaps not being ready to give into it right now. There's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of sense of coming to peace with yourself, right? Which takes a lot of energy and a lot of courage. So, but there's a time to be still. Yeah. To help you through this, and really gain into like how you can continue to protect your energy and stuff like that in this, and connect to these gifts that your spirits, your ancestors specifically, are coming through to just make you aware about. Be still. Be still. A stillness meditation would be beneficial. So I'm a big advocate for writing. I'm a big advocate for, you know, dancing as meditation or humming or, you know, all that other ways. But for you, there's just a stillness, a quietness, being with yourself, right? Listening to yourself, listening of, okay, what do I need to do? Yeah. So we're just going to pull. Let's see. Look at that. A time. I don't know if you can even see this, but it says a time for healing. A time for healing. Your ancestors are definitely, as I said, there's like that I'm getting a sense of you like in the driver's seat, and your ancestors being like, drive baby, we got you, don't worry about anything else. That is your protection. So the more energy that you give to yourself, the more energy that you give to your boundaries, to this peace, this inner peace treaty, this healing, the more that you be protecting yourself, and protecting your hygiene, and not siphoning off energy into spaces that is just making you feel drained, just really drained. So that's a beautiful message. So thank you so much, my pile ones. I thank your guides and my guides for guiding us to this message and giving us this instruction, so that way we can better align to our authentic selves, to our joy, to our peace. So thank you so much again. If you would like to book a reading with me, that link will be down below in the description, so we can get more specific to you. All right. So once again, thank you. See you in the next one. All right. Hello, my pile twos. So before we get into your cards and we flip those over for some instructions and whatnot, we're going to be looking at some messages through our bone reading. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, my pile twos. Alrighty, so first of all, I'm getting a sense of, okay, things falling apart. All right, I'm feeling very tired. I'm feeling like my heart is very heavy right now. Yeah. I do get a sense here that Spirit is letting you know that there's no boundaries happening, not boundaries, there's no blockages right now. So there's a sense that there's a lot coming in. My pile twos, I feel like there's a lot coming in. And what these are downloads, actually. These are downloads that are sort of like entering into your energetic field. I'm getting a sense of you wanting to push them away, right? Because it seems very confusing right now. Like it could become very overwhelming when you start thinking about all of it as a whole. Yeah. This feels very overwhelming. Okay. So for my pile twos, ancestors are the ones that are showing up, the ancestral realm. They're the ones that's showing up right now. Okay. A part of your protection, my pile twos, to help with these downloads that are coming through to you, and so that it doesn't overwhelm you so much, is you creating some kind of order, some kind of routine, a very simple routine that you can just rely on. You know, it can be whatever, like for example, well, the first example that I immediately thought of is like some kind of like, okay, at this time to this time, this is when I eat lunch, because I'm also getting a sense of like you not eating very well, or not eating enough, or you're eating, but perhaps you're not eating the things that are giving you that nutritional, you know, aspects that your body needs, you know, in general, right? So it's like, okay, from this time to this time, you know, I eat this, you know, I eat at this time. I go to sleep at this time. I turn off Netflix. I don't, you know, I read a book before I go to bed, or it's just some kind of routine needs to be set in place just to give yourself, it's comfort. It's also, I don't know how to even describe what it is, but it's giving you the space that you need to like give time allotments to take care of yourself. Yeah. Time, yeah. Now this so this will definitely be a very big protection for you. It's protecting, well, one, this sense of being overwhelmed, right? And you're not really quite understanding, like, why am I feeling this way? Like, once again, like, there's a lot of messages that are just coming through. They're just coming through. So for my pile twos, also having some kind of an outlet, right? Some kind of an outlet. I see someone picking up like something more physical, like running or boxing or something of that sort, like very physical. And then there's on the other side of it where like automatic writing. It's not just journaling. I mean, yes, absolutely. If you have a journaling practice, go for it. Continue that, you know, just to continue venting those emotions, those feelings out. But there's like automatic writing, like you just writing for the sake of writing. Like you're not judging what's coming out. You're just writing. You're not overthinking it. It's maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't, but just being a way for like this energy that is flowing through you to be able to come out somehow. Yeah. Clarity is coming. Clarity is coming. It doesn't feel that way right now, or the reason why, like, why is all this information being sent to me? A lot of it is your ancestors. Also, if you do not have an ancestral altar, definitely this is a time for you to create one. If you do have one, then it's time to, you know, refresh the water, you know, give some, you know, some fresh water, some new treats, and just take that time. Perhaps part of that routine is also you, spending time at your ancestral altar, because there's messages that are coming through. So I wonder as well if your dreams have been very active, or you haven't been getting enough sleep, because like maybe, or you know, perhaps you don't remember your dreams, but when you wake up, you just feel even more exhausted. And it's like, how is this even possible? One, go to sleep early, you know, start that schedule, you know, that routine. But another part of it is, it could be your ancestors as well that are really wanting to come through and give you information. And so it feels overwhelming. It can feel very draining. And so you're needing to allow space for those messages to come through, if you are, you know, of course, ready for those kind of messages to come through. So, alrighty, that's beautiful. So let's look at some inner work, outer work. Okay. Inner, outer, and then we'll look at this one a little later afterwards. Okay. So the inner work, ignoring this problem, ignoring what's happening inside of you internally is not going to solve anything. It's not protecting you. Ignoring does not protect you. Blindfolding yourself and telling yourself, okay, it's just going to go away. It's not, that's not protecting you. If it does get to a point where you do need to reach out to someone, absolutely. Like to reach out to a professional or to reach out, you know, to a loved one, just to let them know, like, hey, I'm feeling really overwhelmed lately, whatever, whatnot, XYZ, this is how you can help me, or, this is how you can check up on me, or, whatever that system looks like for you. But a lot of that inner work that needs to be done is you at least acknowledging that something needs to be done, right? Yeah, that it's completely normal what you're feeling. It's completely normal what you're going through. But there's also a sense of like, okay, what do I need? Yeah, so there's that recognition, recognizing yourself, your inner self. Okay, and the outer work. The outer work is very closely related to the inner work, but a part of the outer work's journey here, I'm hearing the word disassociation from the situation. You're disassociating from it, right? Whatever that situation that you may be wanting this energy protection from, or protection in general, like just disassociating from it. I'm hearing the word learn. So when you are ready to engage, with the situation, when you're ready to engage with yourself, and all of it, there's a lot of lessons that keep on happening. And this could be a part of the messages that your ancestors are wanting to like come through. It could also be, I'm also getting a sense of like generationally as well. Like a lot of like generational things are just happening over and over again. Like you are not the only one in your family, and there's like this overwhelming sense of your ancestors coming through of like, oh yes, we went through that as well. And so they're like imparting this like knowledge onto you. They're imparting this, like, and it's, and once again, that could be a part of like that overwhelming, sensation that you could be definitely experiencing around this time, right? We're looking at the cause. We're looking at what you need. Instead of judging like your emotions right now and judging your situation right now, a part of this protection is you being aware, being very aware. It's like, okay, I'm going to honor how I'm feeling right now, but okay, when did this start? Let's look back. What happened? What did that person say? What about that situation really irked me? Like it's you being fully aware, and allowing your ancestors to come through to give you those channeled messages. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't even tell you. Okay, so this card here is going to be representing like the energies, any energies that could be helping you or hindering you during this time. And then I'm also going to be, of course, as I said in the intro, pulling some more messages as well. But so we have here the 5 of Diamonds. Okay. Ultimately, this energy is assisting you. Oh, yeah. This energy is assisting you, but it's coming across as loss. It's coming across as hopelessness. It's coming across as like, what the fuck do I do now? Right? Like, you know, very strangely, I'm saying it's coming. I felt it's coming across as you just needing a bowl of ice cream, blanket wrapped around you, a Netflix show on, and you're like F it. Like, it's coming across as that. Yeah, there is like this avoidance in this as well, but it's not really quite avoidance. It's just, yeah, there's like a loss. But this energy is coming in to assist you, to allow you to be open to routine, allow you to be open to a lot of the energetic protections that are needed right now for you, my pile twos, is mental protections. And also really opening up your eyes, because only you, how can I say? Okay, what are the words? You reside in this body, in this house that you're in, right? And only you can really tell, like, okay, this part is, you know, this part of my house is having some leaks, okay? Once again, we're not going to pretend those leaks are not there. Now we're like, okay, we see that the leaks are there. What needs to be done? So the energy, it's technically is really assisting you, as I said, to just be a lot more aware of your needs during this time. So we're going to pull some other messages just to, you know, whatever else needs to be. No, don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, this is beautiful. As I was saying, it's connected to you honoring where you are right now. There's no judgment in what you need right now. There's no judgment in how you feel, what you want, what you desire. There's no judgment in that. So it's holding that space for yourself to also not judge you, not judge yourself for what you need to help move you forward during this time. So that's a beautiful, beautiful message, my pile twos. This is beautiful instructions on how to get us on track, aligned with ourselves, our needs. So I love this message for you. Yeah, I thank your guides and my guides for coming through with this message. For a personal reading, you can go down in my description, inside the description, and you can book a reading with me in through the website that's below. So that way we can dig more deeper if need be. Yeah. So thank you so much, and I will see you all in my next one. Okay, hello my pile three. So I have here your pile. We're going to be looking at these cards after. These are the instructional cards, right? Instructions that our spirits are coming through and wanting us to know. But first, we're going to look at some messages through our bone reading here. Okay. All right, so my pile threes. The first thing that Spirit grabs me towards is, this is ancestral. This is ancestral. So the ancestral realm, actually for all piles today, it's been the ancestral realm coming through big time. But for you, my pile threes, there is right now, there's a big need for you to get in communication, cooperate. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. All right. I'm getting a sense that there are ancestors that you haven't been ready to acknowledge them. Haven't been ready to make peace. Now, this is completely your game. Okay, this is completely your game. This is completely your rules. So by all means, you do not have to be connected with anyone that you're not ready to be in connection with, right? But there is, for those of you that are ready, okay, there is definitely rituals that are wanting to be passed down to you, right? These ancestors coming through as in terms of you wanting to know about your protections, about your energetic, your emotional protections and your shields, right? I do see that ancestrally there's been aspects passed down to you. There's been like this, yeah, I don't, it's just been given. There's this abundance. Yeah, that's been passed down. But there's like this set of ancestors that you haven't yet quite been able to get in touch with. Perhaps for some of you, this is not like a unwilling type of energy. Like, oh, it's not that I don't want to. I just, perhaps it's like, I just don't know how, or I just don't know what to do. Know that that transformation is going to be happening. So definitely pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what you are drawn to, what you are attracted to, what you need to learn. I do see my pile threes of you being the studious one. I see a lot of study happening around you. Yes. Okay, I'm also hearing like herbs, right? So using or learning about different herbs for protection. And this is like beyond sage, all right? This is beyond sage. There is no blockages, right? With this energy that is coming through. Okay, there is a blockage when it comes to your emotional, emotional state in regards to like this kind of like this path. Or is it emotional? Give me a second. Actually, it's not. I'm hearing the word belief. Yeah. Belief in abilities, belief that in what you are hearing, what you are seeing, understanding. There's like, you're just not quite sure if this is the path you should be going down or anything like that. But spirit is definitely coming through. The ancestral realm is opening up to you and wanting you to just know that these ancestors that are wanting to give you this information, they are giving it to you through like, it's like very little, it's very subtle cues, my pile threes, very subtle. It's like you watching a documentary and you hear the word, the first thing I thought of was serious, the serious star constellation, and you're like, like, and there's something that just sparks in you. You just want to know more about it, right? They're really communicating very subtly, because they're not quite sure if you're ready for them, basically. So if you are not, like I said, that is completely, fully up to you. This is your game. But on top of that, if you are ready, it's letting them know of, hey, yes, I'm ready to hear what I need to do, right? They are part of your protection. They are wanting to give you, that knowledge, and really wanting to harmonize in partnership with you. So I think that is quite beautiful, that all of this is just sort of like just unfolding, for you, if you are open for it to unfold. So we have inner work, outer work. So we're going to look at those cards first. So we have inner work, outer. Oh, I love this. Oh God. Oh my God. I love this. Okay. And then this card here that is still turned over. We will flip that over after. It's just more messages, some energy that, you know, could be hindering or helping you. And then of course we will pull some more cards as well, just for some additional messages. So inner work. I got really warm and excited when I saw this. Okay. So inner work. We have the 9 of clubs. All right, we have the 9 of clubs coming through, and this is giving me it's giving courage. Okay, this is giving courage. This is you not being afraid of your ancestors, your history, of truth, of your truth. Right? I'm definitely getting a sense, my pile threes, that you are on the journey of understanding and learning your own truth. Yeah. This is your shield. This is your protection. That discovery that you're on, this is what, because you know what I'm sensing as well is because it's connected to your outer work that Spirit is coming through as instructions. But a part of this courage, a part of this knowledge, and why it's your protection, is, how can I say? There's this boldness, there's this fire inside of you, and this fire is in itself the protection. So the more that you are feeding this fire, giving this fire knowledge, giving this fire instruction, courage, using very spicy kind of herbs. I'm getting a sense, or very, also not only spicy kind of herbs, very warm, you know, I'm getting like, for example, clove or juniper, you know, stuff like that. Using these types of just being able to touch that fire within yourself. Yeah, being able to touch that fire within yourself, being able to touch that third eye, and just having the courage that you are ready, that you've done a lot of preparing, you've done a lot of research, and really addressing any sort of fear that you may have in regards to connecting with ancestors or anything along those lines. I'm a big advocate, of course, for ancestral altars. Of course, so if you do have that space to be able to do that, then definitely I would encourage it. But a big part of your altar is you understanding yourself. Yeah, this is a big protection for you. The more that you know, the less you can be fooled. That is what, yeah, wow. The more you know, the less you can be fooled, which is connected to your outer work. Your outer work is the 8 of diamonds. And this is, this speaks on mastery. This speaks on you becoming the master of your imagination. This is you becoming the master. Once again, this is you not being the fool, right? The more you know, the less you can be fooled. So this is definitely like, this is a part of that protection for you, right? So it's you really, yeah, just taking the time to listen to the things that you're naturally drawn to. Yeah. So, all right, let's flip this card over. Okay, wow. We got key 16 in reverse. Alrighty. Okay, so this energy that is helping you, this is definitely energy that is opening you up to really breaking down your foundations of really unlearning, relearning. This is also a part of your protection. This unlearning is a big aspect. Addressing these fears that you may have of like, oh, I can't touch that because, okay, so for example, I'm getting, okay, this is very specific, but this is an example that I'm getting a sense of, so I'm just going to say it. This is like, for example, for those that grew up in a church, right? There's been a lot of instilled, programmed fear when it comes to certain things, but there's a part of you as well that is very intrigued. And sort of, like I said, there's a fire inside of you, so it sort of sparks you a little bit, like it makes you feel something inside. So yeah, that's why the message of like ancestors being very cautious coming through to you, because they want to sort of give you this sort of like rituals, these like knowledge, that is for the betterment, it's for your abundance, it's for the best of your expression. But there's like this, there's things that are just, as I said, there's things that are just breaking down foundations, fears, of you really getting an understanding. Because once again, the more you know, this is a part of that protection. This is a part of that's going to be assisting you with these kinds of protections. But alrighty. Let's get some other messages here. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna continue shuffling, but these two cards immediately grabbed my attention. Confidence is your key to success, and also your hard work is paying off. So anyone that may have needed that to come through, there you go. That's for you. What is going on? What? This did not happen in any of the pile, but this is the card that came out. We'll just see if there's any others. Have faith in your dreams. I don't know if you can see that. I don't believe so, but that's okay. So it says have faith in your dreams. Yeah, there's a big, as I said earlier, something about faith, right? Something about faith coming through. Oh, these cards are turned over. Yeah. Are you being connected back to faith? It's time to give rather than take. All right, so we got new moon. New moon in Virgo energy. So, okay. First of all, have faith in your dream. This is you being back connected to your faith of perhaps even relearning what your faith is truly, like not what was fed to you or what was given to you. Perhaps it is a part of it. Maybe that's one part of the puzzle, but there's so much more to uncover, right? But, not to be afraid of yourself, not to be afraid of the things that you're naturally interested in. It's a part of your protection. And it's a time to give rather than take. So a bit of this new moon energy here is you making an official promise to yourself, right? An official decision in regards to not of you being aware of you not wanting of you wanting to give more to your knowledge, right? But there's an aspect of you giving back to yourself, and also I'm also getting a sense of you giving back to your ancestors, remembering them as well. They want to make themselves very known. So, all right, my pile threes, that is your message. I thank your guides and my guides for coming through with this message and this instructions of how to better align ourselves so we can better protect ourselves, shield ourselves, and also grow and align. Yeah. So for a personal reading, you can go in the description below and you can click on the link that will guide you to booking a session with me. And once again, I just say thank you. I say thank you, and I will see you all in my next one.